So a few days ago, I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across a new Chris Ramsay video that I initially thought was clickbait. The title is "The Truth About My Channel." So for those that don't know Chris Ramsay, he's a magician. The thing he's probably best known for on YouTube is solving puzzles. So for years now, he sits and solves, some of the most difficult puzzles in the world, and most of them are physical objects. He has an overhead camera. It almost looks like lock-picking lawyer, but instead, honestly, probably more difficult than anything he picks on his channel. And he solves them, and he has a timer going, so you see how long it takes, and he really just doesn't give up. That's probably the thing that's most impressive about his puzzle solves. In the first video of his that I saw was solving the impossible lock puzzle. This is from 5 years ago. It's probably the first video a lot of people saw because it has over 11 million views. And I proceeded to watch Chris for the next several years. And then honestly, recently I had not been watching very much. And so I saw this video pop up and I wasn't sure what to make of it, but I gave it a watch. The title of the video is not a lie by any stretch. Chris really dives into the hardships that he's facing with YouTube right now, and a lot of it is really tough. You can go watch the video. I don't need to explain it all here. The gist of it is he has a team of 9 people. He has to support them, so that means he can't not put out videos, but he's up against, he's facing burnout. He just feels over it. He's been burned out before, and but unfortunately, his channel viewership has been waning, and he wants to, take care of himself and his team, and so he just, in the face of burnout, feels like he has no option but to continue, and it's really tough right now. And again, he lays all this out really well. So seeing his video, hearing what he's going through, hearing him ask this question of of kind of what's happened, how did I end up here? I want to take a minute to walk through why I stopped watching Chris Ramsay's videos. So the first thing, the elaborate intros to the videos. So props to Chris and the team, the quality of the videos, and I don't just mean content, I mean like cinematography, right? The quality of the videos is outstanding, and they've been steadily upping the production value for years. But I wanted to see someone solve a puzzle, and I wanted to see someone struggle through a puzzle, and I wanted to see someone have these like eureka moments, and intros and outros just get in the way of that. I'm not, as much as I'm in, I admire the quality and the care for the craftsmanship, it just increased the runtime and it didn't add any value to me. Additionally, as the videos became higher quality, and they included more shouts to like specific manufacturers, or Chris did more one-off puzzles, things you couldn't pick up off the shelf, the videos felt more like I was watching advertisements. It felt like I was watching an ad for a creator, or I was watching an ad for a company or a movie or something like that, but it felt less and less like I was watching someone who just loved solving puzzles. Even though to produce these videos was taking more and more time and effort, it was actually reducing for me how human the videos felt that I was watching. Also, Chris has just been producing a lot of videos, and while I love watching someone solve a puzzle, I stop believing titles when I see the hardest puzzle ever title posted twice a week. This constant intensity, either through the cadence of releases or again the production that's put out, it wears on me over time. So even though it was something that I looked forward to, it was something that I wanted that little dopamine hit of another puzzle video. I got so much of it so steadily for such a long time that it just wore off, and it just didn't have the meaning that it had to me before. So what does Chris do right now? Maybe it could make sense for Chris to involve more people. Now, to be clear, not involve more people if it means it takes Chris more time because of that. You should involve more people because it frees up time for you, and the hope is that your audience can start getting as excited about seeing someone else as they get excited about seeing you. But because everything kind of hinges on Chris's face and Chris's personality and that thing, then if Chris gets burned out, the entire team is in jeopardy because of it. This video you've released, it's such a great insight to you, to what you're feeling, to what you're thinking, to what's going on behind the scenes. I hate that it's a kind of very negative thing, but it's a very real snapshot of you. So I would encourage you to take this real snapshot and put it into everything that you're doing right now. Let it determine your cadence. Make it a healthy cadence. Let it determine the amount of effort you put into a video. You do some amazing productions, but if it's not sustainable by you or your team members or whatever, then just don't. Or do it less often, or make it one-offs. And that's fine. And communicate that that's what you're doing. That's okay. When you're doing solves, when you're working on puzzles, talk to us like a human. Don't feel like you have to make everything sound ultra perfect or ultra good or ultra polished. It's okay to just have a real conversation around something like a puzzle solve, and let us see that. And we as the audience will respond. I know that I'm responding to this like I've never responded to any of your other content. So don't let this human thing go away in the polish. That's it for me. Chris, if you get to see this, good luck. Good luck to you and your team. And for anybody else, if you haven't checked out the video, it's Chris Ramsay. Check out the truth about my channel. And then maybe drop all the way back 5 years and check out Solving the Impossible Lock Puzzle. Maybe it'll spark something for you like it did for me. See ya.